My name's Jon Drummond. I'm the project manager from Northwest Consultants on the Union 31 project.
My name is Holly Grimes. I am project manager for District 6. The project was identified as replacement of a deficient structure over Mill Creek in Union County. Northwest was selected. We invited them to participate in informal partnering. It really benefits both the department and the consultant. That way issues are resolved as early in the process as possible. When Jonathan did the structure type study, he found that it could actually be replaced with a single span structure, which would in fact save a lot of money. The only problem was it was complicated by the fact that there were many constraints within the site conditions.
As we got into it, we found there were lots of ancillary problems associated with the bridge. It got to the point where the bridge was the simplest part of the project. In the southwest quadrant, we knew there was a building that was going to be a problem. It was mere feet off the back of the existing wing wall. Looking into it, the existing plans from 1932 didn't have a real clear view of the right-of-way.
Probably a good guess to say the corner of the old building was right up by that pole box, so you can see how close to the road it was.
Since it was an addition, we would be able to remove just the encroaching portion and leave the original building in place. Northwest quadrant was the city's water treatment plant, so there was a lot of water lines emanating from that building. A 6-inch water line crossed under the stream.
You can kind of see the blue flags is now where the water line has been pushed out. That was the water line that used to be on the bridge. It's now well out of the way for any future work.
We had an actual active mill.
The bridge needed to be open to traffic by harvest seasons.
One of our priorities, again, was to get the bridge complete and open in early fall so that the farmers would have access to the grain.
On the northeast corner, a public walkway and bicycle path that happened to be a 4F property, which meant it would have to stay open, and that was within feet of the existing abutment.
The challenge in this quadrant was the trail into the park, which had to be maintained the entire time during construction, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of space. By moving the abutments in, that made just enough space to keep it open, and all we had to do was replace a couple flags of sidewalk here.
The project was located in the city of Marysville, and it was actually on one of the gateways to their city, so they were interested in doing some aesthetic improvements, and we were on board with that.
The city of Marysville wanted something different. They ultimately settled on the Texas Classic combination rail. Not only did they approve it, but they also jumped in with some great suggestions on how to incorporate that railing into the bridge.
This is in lieu of guardrail, because one of the things the city had asked for was, hey, guardrail looks ugly after a couple years, can we kind of do something here to be more appealing to the eyes? Here's the decorative bridge railing that Jonathan designed, and I think it turned out very nice.
Our utility coordinator, Edie Adams, was very instrumental in coming up with a plan, getting all three companies on board. She really did do a lot of advanced work to make the utilities move smoothly and be out of her way.
We were juggling several utilities, and they were kind of shepherded by Edie. She did a great job of making sure they committed to doing something, and then they stuck to it.
My CPA would actually joke about when we had project meetings early on that he would call this project affectionately Union 31 Messy. And he was quite surprised when the project went to construction and he never heard a thing.
This was a case where the different government agencies worked together like I always thought they were supposed to. Holly was the perfect project manager for us as a consultant. We wouldn't have been able to do everything that we were able to do without that.
I would go to Jonathan, talk about things that the city wanted. Also, he knew our concerns. He heard us. He offered solutions.
Yeah, overall, it's just like I hoped it would turn out.
Sometimes projects are like our children. I mean, we have all these growing pains and problems and issues, but then they finally grow up and get built, and you come out and see them, and it's like, whoo, I helped, and just gives you a good feeling to know I had a small part in this.